The trend of remaking and rebooting movies carries over into video games. We've seen it a lot lately. We're seeing it again today with a game called Rise of the Triad. Now, if you're an old gamer like me, a fan of first-person shooters from back in the day, you might remember Rise of the Triad. It came out sort of after the Wolfenstein and Doom era, just after it. And this is sort of a faithful recreation slash reboot of Rise of the Triad with updated graphics. And I don't know, man. Sometimes I think things are better left in the past because they just don't translate that well into the current day.
It's really funny because, you know, you are Mr. I've played every game ever made from the beginning of time, and I'm sure that, you know, you played it from the first time around. I missed it, but this is a very, very classic sort of doomy first-person arena shooter. I mean, the one thing that I think sort of sets it apart is how fast you move through this game. But you know what? There's no cover. You're a bullet sponge. There are, you know, Nazi soldiers, robots, mutating cult members. And, you know, really it's all about finding where the good guns are in this game and trying to get through it, because the checkpoint system is horrible and it's really kind of hard and you will die your way through it.
I just can't quite get it because Rise of the Triad, I mean, it was a big enough game back in the day, but it's not a big enough game that people were clamoring for it to come back. It doesn't have a high enough nostalgia factor to overcome how basic and primitive it is. I mean, you're running through these non-linear levels. You know, we bag on games for being too linear. This is why games are linear, because you play a game like Rise of the Triad and you get stuck. You're like, okay, which door did I come through, and have I gone, I don't know how to get to that area, and you spend a lot of time running around the same areas looking for the next place to go to. And it's kind of hard, and it's not hard because it's challenging, it's hard because half the time you can't even see who's shooting at you, and your little damage indicator's lighting up, and you're like, I can't see where these freaking gunshots are coming from.
And then you got to do some first-person platforming.
That really gets frustrating.
It's annoying. It's, you know, you can't make these jumps, and you're just sort of like, I need to go to another level, this stupid elevator here, and I can't even get on it properly. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with this game? I mean, there is some fun here, but
it's got a great sense of humor.
It has a great sense of humor. There's lots of farting and stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of with you. I don't know. Like, I mean, I have no nostalgic ties to this, and after playing it for this review, I see no need to go back. In terms of the multiplayer modes, I mean, there's like 3, and basically it really is go find the rocket launchers, go find the weapons.
I had a little more fun with the multiplayer. The single player game gets so hard after a while that it's just the reward isn't there. But the multiplayer, again, it's primitive, it's super fast, it's deathmatch, but it's kind of fun. It's not as fun as even Quake 3 is. I think if you're going to play really twitchy, old-school multiplayer, go back and play Quake 3. It still holds up. But I don't know, even though it's only $15 on Steam, I don't know if that's enough to actually make me want to get it and stick with it.
On this merits, there's a bit of fun here, but I think it's actually one of those games that made me go, why I enjoy playing some Call of Duty multiplayer or, you know, more modern day shooters. I like forgiving checkpoints, thanks very much. I like to be able to get through a game without dying and then starting, you know, halfway, 3/4 of the way through level and having to start all the way back at the beginning.
I'm only going to give Rise of the Triad a 6.5.
It's only a 6 for me.